There we go. Let me turn you up. All right. All right. So, what do you want to talk about?
Well, I'm leaving it up to you. What do you want to talk about? I mean, I'm fine with anything.
Oh, okay. Um, uh, um, sorry, I kind of got this music in my head, and I was thinking about something earlier.
Oh, that's great.
Um, before I ask the question, have you ever seen or heard of the movie Doctor Sleep?
I've heard of it, but I have not seen it.
Okay, okay. Doctor Sleep. It's a very good movie. It's really brutal, but it's a very good movie. So but Doctor Sleep's a good movie. It's a scary movie. It's a horror movie, and it's the sequel to the Shining, to the original movie. So but yeah, it's a horror movie.
That's cool.
All right, all right. So you want to talk about Disneyland?
Sure, why don't we?
All right, all right, all right. Okay, let's see. Let's see. All right. So, what is it? What is it that you like to do at Disneyland?
Well, some things I like to do, I mainly go for the rides, the shopping, the characters, the food's kind of good, but mostly, when we go to Disneyland, I like to go see the characters.
Yes, yes, yeah. I love to meet the characters the most out of everything.
Same.
Yeah, I mean, as much as I love the rides, I always I've noticed in several years that I always go for the characters.
Oh yeah, I do too.
Yeah. In a few more days on May 25th, will be 7 to 8 years of when I went to Disneyland and I met Alice.
Well, that's cool.
Do you want to know about it?
Sure, go ahead.
All right, all right. Yeah, yeah. I still remember this day till this day, and there were some funny parts to it, like right after I met her. Like it's gonna make you
Yeah.
laugh. It's gonna make you
Ooh.
laugh. All right, so this happened on May 25th, 2014. So during that time, I was an early teenager, and I was 14 to almost 15 years old. So, but life was good, and we went there because I wanted to go to Disneyland more often since I fell in love with it. And yeah, one day we were in Main Street, right by in Main Street where you enter in from the park.
Yeah.
Okay, so we were in Main Street, and uh, we were sitting down to wait for the Mickey Sensational Parade, which is also my main thing to do at Disneyland, is to watch the parades and some of the
Yeah.
other entertainment shows. So yeah, we were sitting down to wait, and while we were waiting, I see this beautiful, pretty girl, this beautiful girl dressed up as Alice, and I saw that it was Alice,
Yeah.
and I saw her skipping around singing, and she was in front of us. And my dad tells me, "Oh, look, there's Alice. Why don't you go up and say hi to her and meet her?" And at first, I was a little hesitant because I was a little nervous, and and also another reason why, because I wanted to. I was real hesitant to watch the parades, so I didn't want to miss out on it. So I said no at first because I don't know how long it's gonna be for. So, and they kept on telling me that we got time. We have 30 minutes until the parade starts. So why don't you go meet Alice right now, before you lose your chance? So I was like, okay, all right, then I'll go do it. So I remember I get up, and I was a little shy, and I see Alice playing with some kids, and I believe I saw Mad Hatter as well, talking to some people, talking to the crowd, and so I see Alice and I see her playing with the kids, so I let her do it for a little bit, and then I asked her if I could take a picture with her and have her autograph, and she said yes, and you would like me to sign your book, and I said yes, please, and she signed my book, and I took a picture with her, and she was very nice. She was very cute, and um, um, and she told me something. She told me something right after I took a picture with her. I forget what it was, but I know it was that she told me something, and I said, "Yes, okay, yes, I would like to." And yeah, I it was such a long time ago. I can't remember what it was she said anymore, but I know she did. So I got to meet Alice that day, and uh, yeah, she was very nice, and yeah. Now here is where the funny part comes up.
Ooh.
So now we were sitting in Main Street where we always watch the parade go by. So basically, you know that there's the train station, and the train station is in the front. Walt Disney's apartment is on the right, or left side, or depending which way you're facing. And there's the flagpole that's in front of us, of that we're sitting across from it. Okay, so if you can picture us like sitting on the bench that is right in front of the train station, across
Yeah.
from the black flagpole. And so yeah, my dad was sitting down, my brother was sitting down, and man, my brother, he was not in for it. He was not in the mood for it. But what I remember is that my brother saw the Mad Hatter coming, and he was gonna sit down next to him. And during that time, he was not interested. Like, he was not interested. And like, he actually told me, that he said in his mind, "Oh my gosh, I'm gonna get forced into this. Oh my god, I'm gonna get forced into this." Like there was no way he could get out of it, because you're at Disneyland.
You gotta stick with the plan, or else you don't want to make a fool out of yourself in front of the characters. Yeah.
I know, I know. Like you literally have no choice.
You're
Like
like, go with it and see what happens.
yeah, I felt bad for him that day. My mom actually took a picture of that moment.
Oh my
I
gosh.
would have to, I would have to find it and show you sometime. And so yeah, the Mad Hatter sat down, and he sat down and he started talking with my dad and my brother, and some of the people in the back of sitting in the back of standing behind us. I forgot what it was he was talking about, but the Mad Hatter was very funny. You could totally see the annoyance on my brother's face, and you could see my dad smiling in the picture, thinking that it was funny. And but yeah, the Mad Hatter was talking to everybody. I really enjoyed that time, and I think I remember the Mad Hatter like talked to me and asked me a question, but I can't remember what it was. And but yeah, he talked to us, and yeah, after that, about 30 minutes later, we watched the Mickey Sensational Parade. So so yeah, that's how I met Alice and Mad Hatter.
That's cool.
Yeah, yeah, I do have a picture somewhere, but man, I would have to scroll through my photos and find it. If wait. So how have you been doing?
Me, I've been doing really good. Been busy.
Oh.
Yeah.
Um. What you gonna do this weekend?
Weekend, I'll probably practice with the drums and warming up and singing.
Uh
Try not to annoy my neighbors too much with my singing and drumming.
huh. Yeah.
And I'll probably be talking to you as uh,
Yep, that's right.
hanging out.
Oh, I finally found it. Okay, I finally found it. Thank God. Okay.
If anybody sees me drinking Diet Dr. Pepper, this is not a sponsor, so if you'd like to sponsor us, go ahead, please.
Yeah. Okay. So I believe. Yeah, I've showed you this already. So yeah, this is the picture of me and Alice.
It's so cute. I like it.
Yeah. Sorry, it's so dark. Yeah.
Make
So
sure you
yeah.
show your viewers.
Yeah. Yeah. I can. Yeah. So yeah. This. Hold on. If I can show it. As you all know, this is the picture of me and Alice. Sorry that it's so dark, but you all know that this is the day that I met her, and yeah, that was the day that I met her that I explained to you. But yeah, but yeah. Anyways, yeah. But you know, you've seen my picture. Oh yeah, there's something else. When I was looking through my binder, there's something else that I saw that I never showed you before.
May I see?
Yes. So this happened about 10 years ago. This happened when during the time when I had my very first crush on on my very first girl that I ever fell in love with.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I think I may know who you're talking about, but I don't know. I honestly don't know.
No,
You've told
no,
me about your crushes and stuff, so
no, no. It
I don't
was
know.
no. I'm not talking about her. I'm talking about like going way back 10 years ago when I was a
Oh, okay.
kid.
Okay, there we go. Okay, yeah, I don't know what you're talking about, but go
Yeah.
on, please.
So yeah, so I still have this till this day, and I've been keeping it in my binder ever since because I want to be able to remember this and keep this because she made this for me and she gave this to me on Valentine's Day, on my very first Valentine's Day with a girl, and and when I saw her for the first time, for the first time when I was a little kid, she was very beautiful and the only girl that I ever fell in love with when I was growing up. So yeah, I'll show you right now. I'm gonna try and face the light so you can see it.
Here we go.
All right. So I still have this till this day, and it's still in pretty good condition. Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's so pretty. Who
Y-
made that for you? So cute.
Uh, I'll only say her first name. Her name is Elizabeth.
That's cool.
Mm-hmm. And one of the reasons why I some of the reasons why I fell in love with her because like I said, she is a very beautiful girl, and you know that I like curly hair girls the most.
Mhm.
So yeah,
Yep.
she had the most beautiful curly hair that I have ever seen. And I don't know why curly hair gets my attention, but it
Don't
just
let Aaron hear you say that.
but it but but it just does.
Sweet.
Yeah. And so so yeah, the first time I saw Elizabeth was I think back when I was in third or fourth, probably second or third grade. Like this is going way back.
Yeah.
I saw her talking with one of her girlfriends, and we were all sitting in the classroom, and and I do remember that the lights were off during that time because I think the power went out in our classroom 10 years ago. And so yeah, she was talking to her girlfriends, and man, I just sat there and I looked at her. And so years later, if I can remember, my mom, my mom met Elizabeth because I during that time her father was my bus driver when I was a little kid.
Oh wow.
Uh huh. And and her parents found out that I had a crush on her daughter, and and Elizabeth found out by my mom, and my mom told me that no boy ever had a crush on her before, nobody, and that was her first one.
Oh wow.
Mm-hmm. And she was very very touched and very happy, and she wanted to meet me. So uh so yeah, so I can't remember the very first time I met her, but I do remember some of the times that I have ran into her. And man, during that time, I was very, very shy to talk to her. And till this day, I still remember those memories of her smiling at me.
That's sweet.
Mm-hmm. That's something I'll never forget. So, uh, one day, one day I made Elizabeth a Valentine, and I wanted her to be my first one. And so I did. So I can't remember exactly how I made it, but what I do know is that I drew a lot of hearts on a piece of paper, and I wrote down Happy Valentine's Day, Elizabeth, and I think I drew some more hearts. I can't remember. It was so long ago. And I told my mom, I want to give this to Elizabeth. I want to give this to her on Valentine's Day. And she was like, okay, we're going to go to church tomorrow, so we'll give it to her at church at catechism. I was in catechism during that time,
Yeah.
and hold on one second.